Hey YouTube crew, I'm coming in for my week 31. I'm in the 30s now. 31 post-op VSG surgery update. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on July 17th of 2017, and my highest weight ever, what's going on with my hair? My highest weight ever was 442 pounds. My weight on the day of surgery was 397 pounds, and my weight last week was 311, and my weight this week is 311. So I've been I've been sick, and I don't know if that has to do with my weight loss stall. I've seemed to stall like right when I started antibiotics last week, but it could have nothing to do with it. I also haven't been eating that great. I feel like I did way better on eating on like vacation than I have since I've been sick. I guess I'm just like a baby or something. But anyway, I'm feeling good and things are going well for me. I don't know what else to update besides my weight hasn't moved, but I've lost 86 pounds since surgery and like 130 something overall, and life is good in this WLS world. I'm kind of doing this on the fly while I had a minute, so I'm not on the fly, but I can't think what else I wanted to talk about besides my topic this week. Yeah, nothing really going on. I know some people like with Roux-en-Y or RNY, however you say it, I know you're not allowed to take a lot of medications, at least at my hospital. You're not allowed to take like NSAIDs after, like ibuprofen and blah, blah, blah. And so that was one of the reasons that I went with VSG, because I use ibuprofen a lot for like headaches and cramps and stuff like that. So I'm grateful I could take stuff while I was sick, but I'm sure there's things you can take for colds with Roux-en-Y too. I just don't know them as well. So anyway, oh, and my outfit today. So I told you guys about my skinny jeans. My first skinny jeans purchase of my entire life was down when I was in LA on vacation, and I wore them today to work for the first time. I've had them for like 3 weeks, then haven't worn them, and finally decided to wear them today, and I'll show you. They're not great. I mean, I'm still getting used to it. I think it's okay. I also like never know what kind of shoes to wear. I'll show you guys. I also haven't taken down my Halloween or my Valentine's decorations, but I got this shirt at Nordstrom Rack. It's a 2X, and like one of the first shirts I could wear or buy at Nordstrom Rack. So kind of cute. And then skinny jeans. Let's see. I guess that's kind of too far away. So yeah, it's like I have really big legs, so I feel like that's why I can't wear skinny jeans. With this shirt like covering most of my butt, it seems like I'd be okay with it. Again, I don't know what shoes to wear, but I was kind of going for like dressy casual look. But again, like looking at myself right here, I feel like I look like an ice cream cone. You know, it's like my legs look like ice cream cones, and then if I stand with my feet together, I look like an ice cream cone. I don't know, but I wore them. And first skinny jeans, this will show you the back too. First skinny jeans I've ever worn in my life. There we go. I would really like to wear boots with them, but I think that would make me like booties would make me look even more weird. I don't know, but I did it, and it's done now. So I think I haven't tried them on with any other shirt except this shirt. I don't know if I'll wear them very often, but they were a penny if you didn't hear about my deal, so it is what it is. All right. So my topic this week, I'm kind of excited about. I made a bunch of notes, so I feel like I made really good notes, and probably what I wrote is going to come out better than just than just talking about it. But here we go. I've been thinking about my relationship with food. That's my whole topic for this video, just my relationship with food and how it's changed from pre-op to how I feel now post-op. So I'm gonna go over how I think I was, at least how I remember pre-op, and then changes that I feel like I've made. So to preface this, surgery did not cure everything for me. Like all these like relationships, whether these things I have with food, surgery didn't cure them. It's I'm still struggling with some of them and a lot of them, and I probably will my whole life. But it's fun to see the comparison because it's been a lot of positive changes. Okay, so my mentality before surgery was live to eat, not eat to live. And that was like my motto in my mind. But I feel like I didn't try to like make it obvious to other people that how much I enjoyed food and how much I thought about food. And part of that was probably because I was a secret eater. You know, like I've talked about that before. I ate a lot of things in secret. And people would even say to me, like, you don't seem like you overeat at all or eat unhealthy stuff and blah, blah, blah. And that's because I would always hide it in front of other people, and I was good at hiding it. I think for the most part, I was good about hiding it. I would try not to talk about food, like overly talk about food. I would try to never be the first one to suggest a place to go for dinner or for lunch. I would, try to downplay that in front of coworkers and friends and stuff so that I didn't seem like the fat girl that was always thinking about food. But in the back of my mind, I was always thinking about food. It really like controlled my life. Trying to read through my notes here. Sorry. So when I would wake up, the first thing I would think about is where I'm going to stop for breakfast on my way to work. And as soon as I had breakfast, I was thinking about what am I going to have for lunch? And as soon as I had lunch, I was thinking about where am I going to stop on the way home or what am I going to have for dinner? And it was like every meal had to be this huge production or it was like that was what made my day and what fueled me. Sorry. There's Spencer. So every day was like he's making me dinner right now. Was like this production. Every meal I felt like I had to have something huge and what sounded the best right then and what just satisfied my craving instead of fueled my body. Every time I got in the car, I was thinking, where can I stop for a snack? Even if I was just like running an errand real quick, I'd think, oh, I'm going to go to the gas station. Diet Coke ruled my life. Oh my gosh, look at these baby hairs, guys. They are everywhere. It's a good thing though. Diet Coke, that was basically all I drank. I swear my body was like 75% Diet Coke. Treats in the office. I couldn't resist any treats in the office. If I saw like something in the break room, I would grab one to eat then, and then I would grab one to eat later and maybe come back for a third to like hide in my purse or something. That was a confession that I don't think I've told anybody, but I've hidden treats like donuts in my purse before. True story. Speaking of sweet stuff, I would eat something sweet with the majority of my meals. And I'm not talking about like, oh, every other day, I have dessert with dinner. No, it was like lunch, I have to have something sweet. Dinner, I have to have something sweet. I don't know if he knows I'm filming. I'm just going to keep going. And if something was put in front of me, I found it like impossible to resist. Like I couldn't say no to anything. I don't know why, but it was like impossible to resist that temptation. It's like food actually had this draw on me, like this actual like magnetic pull. And emotionally, it became like so necessary to my everyday life. Like it controlled, like my feelings, my mood, which it still kind of does. And I would never go past like an hour or so without having something, or like a couple hours, and I had to have something again to put in my mouth. It was just like this obvious addiction. And so switching now to my mentality and relationship with food post-op, again, surgery hasn't like cured everything, but I would say the most important thing is that I'm like somehow naturally more drawn to food that fuels my body instead of just whatever sounds good and fixes the craving at the moment. So I used to get in these like, again, stages where I just had to eat something that sounded good instead of something that was actually good for me. And now I don't know what it is, because I don't know if I was I definitely wasn't even 100% ready for surgery. I don't even know if I was 50% ready to have surgery, but somehow just that reset at the time of surgery and the reset of having to go through those liquid stages and having so much restriction, it just feels like somehow I can approach food in this whole new light. And I'm not perfect. I had a cookie yesterday, but it's completely surprising to me that switch has happened in my mind. And I just felt like this like hazy cloud was over me and had literal control in my life. Now I'm trying to read my notes here. I start to feel hungry after I eat, probably 3 to 4 hours. I'll start feeling hungry, but it's if I'm busy with something else, I can go 5, 6, 7 hours without feeling like I'm gonna die or like the world's gonna end if I don't get some food right now. What else was I gonna say? And eating what I used to consider as diet food, like Greek yogurt, and Spencer is making tilapia right now, and not that I love tilapia, but it's pretty good. And what else would I consider diet food? Granola in my yogurt. What do I have for lunch? Oh, chicken meatballs with no pasta or rice with green beans is usually what I have them with. Like, it doesn't seem like diet food anymore. It seems like something that naturally it's good and it's satisfying without having to have that like craving factor where I want something sweet and need something fatty and rich. It's like this food naturally comes as something that I want now, and it does satisfy me. Beyond the restriction of the restriction I have, I can eat like, I would say a quarter to a third of what I used to eat. I think I'm looking for reassurance here, but he's not helping. I would say like a quarter to a third of what I used to eat max is what I can eat now, and that obviously is what's really keeping me in line from overeating. But I just, again, pre-op, there's no way that I felt like I could have that restriction on myself and get away from that temptation of food, and somehow it's like this mental reset. Even though I didn't really mentally feel like I was resetting myself, it happened. And things just seem more manageable, although I get cravings for things. Again, surgery didn't fix everything. I still get cravings and I still indulge here and there, but it feels manageable, and it feels like food doesn't control my life anymore. So those are my thoughts for this week's topic. And again, I'm trying to get back to regular recording each week, and I appreciate all my new subscribers out there. Thank you for subscribing, and the comments and private messages that you guys have been sending me. Super nice. Thank you. And I will see you guys next week. Have a good one. Bye.